Hello. I'm going to talk about in this segment cards that I really feel like could either come off the ban list or that could become semi-limited or unlimited. They really don't deserve to be punished so hard. So let's get over to the DN. We have here Global. I really believe with the banning of Bryanak and Trishula that Glow Bulb is not nearly as effective as it was before. It used to be you'd use Glow Bulb and you could go into powerful plays such as the Bryanek or Trishula. In zombies, you would go Zombie Master, discard Glow Bulb, Special Summon Goblin Zombie, Special Glow Bulb, go Trish, and it would basically be a one-card Trishula, which is really, really good. But without these power synchro cards that we're so used to using, Glow Bulb's really not that game-breaking anymore. It's just a free tuner that you could take advantage of, but it would also be really nice because it would give Lone Fire that third target again, and I really believe that Lone Fire needs that third target. Also, we have Censor Serpent. A lot of people think this would be broken because in Merman Atlanteans it would be a free discard for summoning Abyss Megalo. Thing is, if you use this card to summon Abyss Megalo, it's not really creating the advantage you want when you summon Abyss Megalo, such as popping a card or searching for a card. So it really wouldn't be that good for that purpose. This third one, it's probably a little controversial, but the format that we had, Royal Oppression, all you had was Giant Tornado and double MST. So I really believe that in the format with Heavy Storm and triple MST, we might be able to handle Royal Oppression again. It would really help slow things down. It would be effective in stun decks. I really just think the game pace needs to take a turn where Royal Oppression is in the meta. It is a really annoying card though. I really hate playing against it, and if they flip it and you don't have the out, you're pretty much going to lose. Dark Magician Chaos, this card for a long time dominated the game, but I really feel like without having all these strong cards such as Dimensional Fusion, such, the Demonk is really not that good. Monster Gate at 1, Reasoning at 2 now, I believe. I really just feel like it's not as good as it was. It would be decent in Prophecies because it would be an extra special summon target, but if you really drew it, it would be a dead card in your hand. So that's a really big negative side of this card in that deck. But and even in Prophecies, besides Monster Reborn, like all the spell cards you'd return to hand are really not that good, like as a +1. So I really don't think it would be that devastating. Most decks that would run this card wouldn't get the full advantage of it. I guess Frogs could run it. But other than Frogs and Prophecies, not very many decks could possibly create the tribute fodder in order to summon this card. And just play a deck where you fool shit and Monster Reborn, it would be kind of silly, in my opinion. Black Rowan, I really feel like Blackwing's got a little too much hate right now. They were nice and put Glue back to 2. But I really feel even if Black Rowan was at 3 and Gail was at like 2, I really feel like the deck wouldn't be as good as people think it would be. You already have Wind-Ups with Factory at 3, and that Factory hasn't gotten a hit, and the decks actually, Wind-Ups have really become a little bit more underwhelming lately. For some reason, as this format has progressed, I really don't feel like Wind-Ups are that good anymore. You don't see them on top as much as they used to. You're seeing a lot of Dino Rabbit and Mermails right now. And I really feel like Wagons are one of those balanced decks that could really get a little bit more loving right now. Gale, it's the same purpose. Oh, it's what I was talking about before. It would be nice because it would give you more sure targets, which would always be cool. This is a controversial one. Book of Moon. A lot of people feel this card come to 2. It would help out a lot of decks such as Glads, but the only thing I fear about that is it would help out decks like Dino Rabbit quite a bit, because it's really just a powerful card in those kind of decks where you could book and Guaiba, and it's just versatile. It's a really, really versatile card, so I mean, maybe the 2, it's tough. Bessie, Glads kind of suck. They're not a very powerful deck right now, so I really feel like Bestiary could go too. It wouldn't be a big deal. Mizuki, I think zombies, after plants got hit, kind of like disappeared for a while. So I really feel like Mizuki could go to 2, and it really wouldn't impact the meta too much. and it would just be really nice for zombies to get a little love for once, since they have always really gotten hit by the ban list pretty hard. Taeju Striker. This card was freaking limited because in Japan the OCG TG Agents was like the deck to play a few formats back because they didn't have Tour Guide, and TGs was an acceptable replacement in Agents because we played Chaos Agents with Tour Guide. They played TG Agents, but it's really not that good anymore. Without access to Bryanak, it was good in TGs because you make Bryanak with it. But nowadays, with synchros haven't gotten hit and everything, it's just not as big impact as you'd think. Tsukiyomi, cards at 1, it's not really doing much. And I really don't feel like it would do much at 3. I feel like people would still not play the card, even if it was at 3. And for that reason, I feel like it doesn't even matter if it's limited or not. I mean, you don't even have Thousand Eyes restrict anymore, so who really gives a shit? Kalu, once again, Black Bean's not really on the map. I kind of feel like maybe if they were to loosen up Black Rowan and Gail, Kalu maybe should stay at 2, because Triple Clued is pretty obnoxious. But I feel like even if they put it at 3, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. People have outsized kind of stuff nowadays. A lot of time people play with freaking Zen mains and Maestro, and they really just play the defense game nowadays. And they'll slow the game down, so Clue wouldn't really create any advantage. Summoner Monk. This is a very controversial card too, because if Summoner Monk was at 3, it would be a pretty damn powerful card in a lot of decks. It's a lot of decks run level 4s, and to be able to search your deck consistently with 3 Summoner Monks for level 4s, that's a pretty big deal. But the thing is, at the same time, you have Effect Failure at 3, and you have Breakthrough Skill coming out, and with Breakthrough Skill being a new addition to the Effect Negation, Summoner Monk might not be as powerful as it once was, because that's way too many ways to stop his effect. With information about the ban list going to be leaking soon, I really think Konami will take a good look at these things and perhaps change something around. And if they did, it would be really for the benefit of the game, and it would make a lot of players happy. I really feel like people enjoyed a lot of the cards that I mentioned, and if they had even the slightest opportunity to play around with them again, players would be positively responding. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or criticism, or any ideas about cards that should be banned, come back, whatever, just leave a comment, message me if you want, like, subscribe, etc. Thanks, everybody.